Finally, we're at the last of the classic Mega Man games. Since October of last year, I've learned a ton about a game series that frankly I just knew nothing about. But unfortunately, it is time for us to move on. So what you'll find below is a straw poll with a series of games I intend to look at next, and I will let you vote on the next game I review. But for now, let's get to the last of the classic Mega Man games. This is Mega Man 10.
Mega Man 10's development was largely based off of Mega Man 9, from the 8-bit style all the way down to the horrendously inaccurate cover art. I mean, look at this thing. Can we sue for false advertisement on this? Imagine the kids that were about to play Mega Man 10 based off the cover art and then are met with scenes featuring cartoon characters and little badassery. Sorry kids, but the gritty sci-fi shooter you were expecting doesn't exist here. Why? Because Santa Claus hates you. Anyway, the team behind Mega Man 10 decided to get advice from the old school Mega Man fans in hope to make Mega Man 10 for the elitists once again. Nah, I'm kidding. Instead, the fans actually had a solid complaint about Mega Man, its absurd difficulty. So an easy mode was implemented for Mega Man 10, which will be addressed shortly. Another addition to Mega Man 10 was having Proto Man as an optional playable character from the start as opposed to DLC like in Mega Man 9, with Bass being the DLC character for Mega Man 10. Our story starts off with Roll coming home and falling sick to a robotic illness called Roboenza.
Now, do you see what's wrong here?
Robots are, well, robots, and don't have the biological capabilities to be infected by a virus. Okay, granted, computer viruses can infect and spread too, but I highly doubt that they can be treated with a fucking pill being held together by a nut. Was this story written by futuristic rednecks? With that rant aside, robots go on a rampage from the virus and try to, well, take over the world of course. Dr. Wily gets injured and asks to assist Dr. Light and Mega Man in getting the cure. And instead of unloading a full clip into his old ass, Dr. Light and Mega Man accept his help without even thinking twice.
You know, you guys deserve to be betrayed at this point.
And what do you know, it turns out that Wily was the one that created the Roboenza virus. So Mega Man, Proto Man, and Bass, if you got the DLC, go to kick his ass for the cure. Sure, the premise is completely stupid, but you gotta admit, Wily took a pretty diabolical route this time around, especially since he most likely assisted Dr. Light to ensure that Mega Man himself caught the virus. With that, we get into the last of the Robot Masters for the classic series. We have Chill Man, Solar Man, Strike Man, Blade Man, Sheep Man, Nitro Man, Commando Man, and Pump Man. After getting the weapons, we are once again greeted with another weapon demonstration, which is kinda weird since Mega Man 9 didn't do that, but Mega Man and Bass did. It's just an odd lack of consistency. I will say that to get the most out of these weapons, you really need to have some skill. For example, hitting an enemy with the Commando Bomb or the Chill Spike directly will only do a little damage, but to do maximum damage, you need to hit the enemies with the Commando Bomb's Shockwave or have the enemy run into the Chill Spike after it hits the ground first. It's a cool idea and concept, but I prefer the straightforward approach, which is why I used a Bubble Shield and the Triple Blade. Blade Man aside, the Robot Masters in this game also seem remarkably easy, with or without the maximum damage output. Hell, just getting to the Robot Masters is the real pain in the ass. Chill Man stage, anyone? Which gets me into Proto Man and Mega Man 10's Easy Mode. I only really did Easy Mode for the lulz and to get some Proto Man footage, so I went into it wondering just how easy it could be.
Here's how easy Mega Man 10's Easy Mode is.
It's insultingly easy, almost hilarious even. Damage is halved, enemies are scarce, 90% of pits have platforms to catch you, and these little fuckers are everywhere. This is a Yasaishi, and they refill everything. All of this essentially puts the game on God mode for you, and if you're like me, you will still find your way into a pit. Oh hey, I found a quarter. Bear in mind that I use freaking Proto Man for this, who takes twice as much damage. Mega Man 10 is a game that I'm finding to be in a very awkward place for me. My greatest criticisms fall back to my regression argument in Mega Man 9, with the 8-bit style and the reduced gameplay mechanics. Oh wait, excuse me, the gameplay mechanics that were given to Proto Man for some reason. In addition to his shield, Proto Man also has the charge shot and the slide. Sure, this gives a greater reason to use Proto Man, but it still doesn't seem right to omit Mega Man for gameplay functions that work. Also, remember that whole Wily Gauntlet that I mentioned in the last review, where you can either continue with the Wily Fortress, or you can save and shop at the cost of restarting from the beginning? Yeah, well, if you're on easy mode, you can take a break and save and buy items that you certainly don't need. It seems that the difficulty falls from special needs easy to holy shit, fuck this stage, normal. Alright, I may be exaggerating a bit for the stages, but the difference in difficulty is as obvious as a guy running at you with an aluminum bat. It seems as though Mega Man 10 was made for people wanting an easy mode, in which the developers went so easy that it feels like more of an insult, which also kinda makes it funny. Much like Mega Man 9, I have no hate towards Mega Man 10, except for maybe some stages. But I do find a lot of obvious mistakes that are a bit too glaring to ignore. Though unlike Mega Man 9, I kind of want to recommend Mega Man 10, just so people can see how stupidly easy the easy difficulty is. Even on normal, I'm not finding many of the bosses to be really hair-tearing, so there may just be something to be had there too for new players. Really a tough call for me, but if you have the spare change, give Mega Man 10 a try and see for yourself.
I would like to thank those that have stuck with me in the past months while I took a look at the Mega Man Classic series. So that includes the Quarter Guy, Waffles Minion, and you, the viewer. Because, let's be honest, I hate looking at myself speak. But, unfortunately, if you're expecting a Mighty No. 9 review, then I'm going to have to go out of my way to disappoint you. I am officially Mega Man out, and I need to move on to new things. So, if you haven't already, take a look at the straw poll that's going to be down in the description and vote on the next game. But until next time, this has been Regnilla, wishing you to kick ass and try out Mega Man 10's easy mode because holy shit. Take care, people.